JDM crew. John here from JDM EXPO with another inventory video. Just cruising along here. As you can hear, pretty nice sounding inline 6. We're in a JZX100, the Toyota Chaser. And as you can hear, the transmission is doing real smooth. I'm not sure how long ago it was swapped because this is a Chaser. Some have the manual swap like this one. This one's got a twin plate clutch, so if you're kind of wondering what a little bit of the rattling is at idle, that's what it is. And it definitely grabs a lot better than, you know, regular clutches. So you do have to be a little careful. Overall, the ride in this is really nice. Obviously, I'm in a 4-door vehicle, so easy for you and your passengers to get in and out. There's a lot of room, actually, especially in the trunk space and in the cabin. It's just whew, really nice. So you can see we do have some carbon fiber trim here. We do have Kenwood audio deck. I'm not so sure about the speakers, but for the most part, yeah, the besides the carbon fiber trim and some of the gauges, the interior is all stock. We do have HKS suspension all around and modified exhaust. And basically, most of the stuff is just kind of tuned for efficiency. We do have better plumbing for the intercooler, which is Greddy based, so all that is really good. Definitely is opened up real nicely, and you can even hear the turbo flutter, which I'll give a little demonstration in a little bit. So yeah, you're gonna like the exterior. They definitely updated this a bit. We've got new side mirrors here. I'm not sure the brand. We've got 10-spoke AVS wheels and fresher tires on there, so they definitely took good care of this one. And so yeah, that definitely rips. So yeah, that beeping was because I was heading near max boost, which was fine. It didn't go over though, but man, that response is insane. For those of you guys familiar with the 2-liter and 2.5-liter offerings from Nissan on the RB side, and then of course the 1J and the 2J, it's just dang. Yeah, so definitely it spools up really quick. That's really good. You got a full bar of boost going in. But one thing I can definitely note, I know I mentioned that the ride was really smooth. Like, it really feels dialed in, where the ride height is nice. It's not rough all around. You know, I'm hitting some of the bumps on the bridges and on the asphalt here, not really feeling too much, you know. I can feel it, but it's not like, it's not rattling my inside, so much safer. So if you are a stickler for ride comfort, this car is definitely pretty decent for you. Of course, the bucket seat definitely fits me real snug, so if you're a little bit on the bigger side, husky boy like myself, I'm already pushing it here. So if you're a little taller, a little wider, you're gonna probably want to update the seat also. But they do have some offerings. This is a bride seat, by the way, so even if you were to switch it out, you could get some good resale value out of one of these. But this is just, it's solid, man. It's just great. And of course, while I was distracted by the boost, I didn't even mention that we had this Momo steering wheel here in the Defi gauges. So all around, just the interior is really nice. Very comfortable too. It's not like really noisy. Exhaust is not droning. So yeah, all around really comfortable. But yeah, we're almost to the warehouse, so I'll definitely give you the tour on the exterior and show you the engine bay a little bit. You'll kind of like a nice clean plumbing, and yeah, all around this is really fantastic. You're gonna like this. Let's get into it. Well, here we are, just starting with the interior, and Some closer details here. We do have a remote with this Cellstar unit, which kind of has information about its radar detector and some other things, GPS information. And we've got the Kenwood audio deck, climate control. We got the shift knob here. And of course we do have the dash here, and I'll bust out the mileage here real quick. 1 second, please. As you can see, it's 195,000 kilometers. You see the gizmos turning on there, all the gauges. And how many kilometers on this transmission, I'm not so sure. You could check with our sales team, but they did update with the dual plate clutch and a couple of other goodies on there. Runs real smooth. Momo steering wheel. Little Defi gauge controller down there. And the one thing I forgot to mention earlier was this Power FC. So they do have, or the FC Commander, I believe it's the Power FC that they have on there as well. So definitely tuned. So as you can see, interior and the seats are in great shape here. The only thing is the carbon fiber trimming right there. You see it's a little bit faded on part of it there. So it does show some of its age. Here it's actually in really great shape. And of course on the door over here, same thing. A little bit of yellowing there with the just with some of the coating there. Oh, I'm just gonna get out of here so you guys can actually see more of this car. Bride racing seat, really good. You can check out the headliner, great shape, no sagging anywhere. I'll show you, here we go. See that Bride holding monster. And again, door panels really good. And so they don't have any tint on this. I just think it's the original UV coating is all that's on there. Let me show you how this looks though. A really good stance. Got those AVS wheels there, a little bit lower. I'm not sure how adjustable the coilovers are, but the dampening force is adjustable. As you can see here, nice and flush with that body kit, so everything's looking really good. I'll go around to the back here. And underneath it's really clean. Just a couple of the suspension components have some surface rust on there, so I'll show you that in a little bit, or they might edit that before this. So overall you can have a look at the underneath, just skip to that part and see. And even with the swapped transmission, I mean, it doesn't look unusual on there. It's just like all the parts are where they should be. It's a really good job, and just driving it is surprisingly smooth. Alright, so I will jump into the engine bay and the trunk. So the trunk, very roomy, as you can see from behind there to here. There's a good bit of stuff in between, so very roomy, a lot of compartments. And we got some of those tools for if you need to change the tires, and then we got the spare underneath here, so everything's intact. That's a full-size spare, by the way, so it's not just some cheap donut. But since the wheels and tires are changed, yeah, that's a silver one. Well, we got that bronzy, goldish looking coating there. That was like so easy. Very smooth. And you can see they did a really good job with the paint. Just every inch of this is looking fantastic. I'll have a look under the hood here, and you'll see the good old, by the way, we've also got hydraulics. So as you can see, no hands. Got that. Just lift it up a little more. So they're pretty strong hydraulics there. And the good old 1JZ. And you could see here where that turbo intakes, and then it goes underneath through the gritty intercooler and into the intake plenum. So all good there. And definitely with the tooling, this thing's fast spooling, really awesome. And for your research needs or for reference, there's the VIN number, JZX100. So this is a Chaser, and a really nice one at that. And so yeah, it's not looking too crazy. I mean, definitely could be considered a bit of a sleeper in the engine bay, but it's got that tuning in there, so that's where it really counts. And the styling outside is just a little bit more VIP, nothing crazy. You see the headlights there. Looks like it was made at the Kyushu plant, so that's cool. Well, there you have it, crew. Yeah, good old Chaser right there. So, yeah, let's bring it around to the front. You can just check this out though, this paint and everything here. Like, I believe the original color is black, so they did refresh the paint and everything, but I mean, come on, even the door jambs right here. Like, this, it's kept black, the outside's there, and then of course in the rear jambs, they got a little bit more there. It's just being dark and with just a nice blue. I mean, it kind of, actually, one of my coworkers mentioned it kind of looks like an R34 from the side because we're so used to having those Bayside blues around. I mean, it just looks really good. So, yeah, if you guys are interested in this or any other vehicles, you know what to do. Hit up our sales team, info at JDM-expo.com. You know, during these trying times, hope you guys get a little bit of positivity out of seeing some beautiful inline six goodness from Toyota here. And we'll be having more content like that coming up real soon. Especially we're heading into the warmer months. A lot of the events have been canceled, but we'll be bringing to you some news, some other good stuff as we get into the summer. So hopefully things start getting a little smoother soon. But for you JDM fans, I know a lot of you guys have already received your cars. If you're interested about any details in the process, you can ask our sales team. Stuff is still shipping from Japan, so just so you know, some of the scheduling might be a little bit crazy there, but they can let you know all about that. And if you have any other questions, you know, besides emailing us, hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and all of that will go to our sales team. So don't forget, info at JDM-expo.com. Yeah, our sales guys can answer within about 24 hours. They're still there. So essential JDM is how it goes. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.